Well, students, we continue concepts on integration. Last concept was about the partial fractions. We have next another very important concept, that is integration of product of two functions. Already we know differentiation of product of two functions. Similar manner, one can derive a formula for integration of product of two functions using product rule of differentiation. Now write the heading integration of product of two functions. As good as integration of multiplication of two functions. And we are in class number 20. This is 20th class. And this formula we can obtain from product rule of differentiation. So let's take product rule of differentiation. Let us get product rule of integration. Right. By product rule of differentiation we have by product rule of differentiation we have so what we have is that dy dx of u into v, that is differentiation of product of u function with v function, it is equal to u into dv by dx, means first function into differentiation of second plus second function into differentiation of first. This is what we know, that product rule of differentiation. The same formula we can also write as d by dx of uv equals to u into, for dv by dx we can write v dash plus v into, for du by dx we can write u dash. Next step, we integrate on both sides. Integrate both sides with respect to x. On integrating both sides with respect to x, left side, integration of differentiation of u into v dx equals to right side. Because of sum of two terms, we will have sum of two integrations. First one, integration of u into v dash dx plus integration of v into u dash dx. And already we know that integration of differentiation of function is equal to original function. The original function is uv, which implies that uv equals to integration of u into v dash dx plus integration of v into u dash dx. Since what we know is that integration of dy by dx equals to always 1. Likewise, integration of differentiation of u into v equals to u. Next step, I will shift the second term of right hand side to left hand side. Shift second term of right hand side to left hand side. What it becomes? Minus. Hence, u into v minus integration of v into u dash dx equals to integration of u into v dash dx. Interchanging sides. On interchanging sides, integration of u into v dash dx equals to u into v minus integration of v into u dash can be written as u dash into dx. This itself is actually formula for integration of product of two functions, but it will be uneasy to understand of students and uneasy to make a correct way of tackling on this formula. So we shall express in somewhat easy manner. You call this as equation 1. So what I do is that I will take u equal to f of x, v dash equal to g of x for a moment. Let us take u equal to f of x, v dash equal to g of x. So importantly, u equal to f of x implies u dash equal to f dash x. And v dash equal to g of x implies only v. Means we don't want dash. We don't want differentiation. Meaning is that integration. So which implies v equals to integration of g of x. With all these steps, our equation 1 changes. Therefore, now 1 changes to, or 1 reduces to. One becomes as now integration u. What is u means f of x. V dash means taken as g of x dx equals to right hand side. U means f of x. Put in a bracket into v. V means what? Integration of g of x, f of x into integration of g of x minus. We have a symbol of integration. We should retain that symbol of integration. In that we have two terms. Among them, first one u dash means f dash x into v. V means integration of g of x dx. Now obviously f dash x term, integration of g of x term to be multiplied, to be simplified, and all this is because there is again a variable x. So all that result to be integrated with respect to x. This itself is a formula for integration of product of two functions. Very simple formula. After some practice, integration of fx into gx, fx as it is into integration of gx. Just like our product rule type, first function into differentiation of second. Only thing, in product rule we had plus, but here we have minus. That's the change. So fx as it is into integration of gx minus integration of f dash multiplied by integration of dx. Here something not like that, second function into differentiation of first, something different compared to our product rule of differentiation. So now this formula we can make still very easier on choosing f of x as first function, g of x as second function, on taking f of x first function, g of x second function. So this formula will be given by first function into integration of second function minus integration of differentiation of first multiplied by integration of second. That will be the actual formula for integration of product of two functions. So before we start problems on this type, we make out some important points on this formula. Right? Important points of integration of product of two functions. So I will take fx as first function, gx as second function, so that this formula becomes very easy to understand. Right. First point. Let us take f of x equal to first function, that is 1 suc, means first function, g of x equal to second function. So by taking f of x first function, g of x second function, above formula becomes as now. Therefore, above formula changes. Above formula changes to or becomes as just now God formula becomes as in this fashion, integration of first function into second function dx equals to 1 means first function, 2 means second function. What it says, fx as it is means first function as it is into integration of second function minus integration of, in that we have f dash x means differentiation of first function dy dx of first function multiplied by integration of second function. And all this is to be simplified and to be integrated with respect to x. This is very easy to memorize. Integration of product of two functions form. 1 means first function, 2 means second function. So what formula says that first function as it is into integration of second function minus symbol of integration, differentiation of first function into integration of second function dx. Second note. The formula what we derived, it is applied to calculate integration of product of two functions. Right? Above formula. Second note. Above formula applied to find. Above formula is applied to find integration of product of two functions. Third point or third note. This formula what we derived, it is called by the name more number of times integration by parts. So the word by parts because of mere entire integrand function, we are splitting into two parts. This is first part, this is second part, as good as first function part, second function part. That's why this formula more generally called as integration by parts. Nothing but integration of product of two functions. You write about next point. Above formula. Above formula means this formula. Above formula for integration of product of two functions. Above formula for integration of product of two functions is usually called as integration by parts formula. Integration by parts. Underline it. The word by parts, because we are making two parts, such as first function part and second function part. That's why we have a name integration by parts. Integration by parts formula. Fourth note, very important note. Now recall the product rule of differentiation. When we employ the product rule of differentiation, there was no restriction. Anything can be first function, anything can be second function. For instance, suppose you want to find the differentiation of x square into sin x, and we need to apply compulsorily product rule of differentiation. Here we can take any one as first function, any one as second function, answer remains same. You can take x square first function, sin x second, or you can take sin x first, x square second, answer remains same. You can observe in both cases. Say first function x square into differentiation of sin x is cos x, plus second function sin x into differentiation of x square is 2x. Or if we choose first function sin x, second function x square, let's see, first function sin x as it is into differentiation of x square 2x, plus second function x square into differentiation of sin x is cos x. You observe, these results are the same or different? Same. So what it says that while applying product rule of differentiation out of two, anything can be first function, anything can be second function. That does not make any difference for the outcoming result. But in case of integration, it's not like this. Actually we have integration of first function and second function, but we need to choose first function very properly, means very correctly, otherwise we may not get the answer of problem of integration of product of two functions if we choose first function wrongly. Hence, while applying integration by parts formula, first function to be chosen very properly or very correctly out of two, and to choose first function we have a rule. That rule is given by Eilert. Using Eilert rule, we need to select or we need to give the preference for first function. I means inverse trigonometrical function, or you can take just inverse function. L means logarithmic function, A means algebraic function like x, x square, x cube, etc. T means trigonometric function. E means exponential function like a power x, b power x, 2 power x, 5 power x, etc. So by the rule, isolate 90% times, means maximum number of times we are going to select first function by this rule. Otherwise, we will not get the solution of given problem at all. You write fourth. While applying integration by parts. While applying integration by parts. While applying integration by parts, we require to take first function. While applying integration by parts, we require to take first function correctly, means properly. We require to take first function correctly, means properly, which is given by. We require to take first function correctly, which is given by the rule. Which is given by the rule isolate. Isolate, just it is a way of keeping memory to select first function, not the meaning of actual isolate. Right way means in your problem, if there is an inverse function, that has to be taken as compulsorily first function. If inverse is not there, that preference will goes to logarithm. Next preference will goes to algebraic, trigonometric, exponential, like that, where I means inverse trigonometrical function. Inverse trigonometrical function. Maybe sin inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, etc. L means logarithmic function. L means logarithmic function. A means algebraic function. Like x, x square, x cube, x square plus 1, they are all algebraic functions. T, trigonometrical function. T means trigonometric function. E, exponential function. E means exponential function. Exponential functions are something like a power x, b power x, 5 power x, 7 power x, etc. So by this rule we need to select first function. Not for all the problems, but for most number of problems. In some cases, we have to choose anyone as first function, anyone as second function, depending on that problem mechanism. But most number of times, we have to choose first function by this rule only. In some cases, we can choose anything as first, anything as second, but that is very rare number of cases. It is there 100%. I am not telling that it is not there, it is there. But most number of times by this rule we are going to select first function. Very few occasions we are going to take anyone as first function, anyone as second function. Come to know which kind of problems in the future ours. Let's have problems based on integration by parts. And this is perhaps type 7, type 1, type 2, type 3. Already we know type 1 direct formulas. Type 2, trigonometrical formulas used. Type 3, substitution method. Type 4, dx by ax square plus bx plus c with root, without root. Type 5, bx plus q by ax square plus bx plus c with root, without root. Type 6 was concerned with partial fractions. Now type 7 problems are concerned with integration of product of two functions as well as problems based on using integration by parts. So write type 7 problems. Type 7 problems. Here also we have some large number of problems. Type 7. Type 7 concerned with integration of product of two functions, that is integration using by parts form. Heading evaluation of integrals. Using integration by parts formula. Using integration by parts formula. As well as in this session, we are going to have integration of product of two functions. And don't forget the scheme I laid. Better we write that formula at the top. What formula says? Integration of first function into second function equals to first function keep as it is into integration of second function minus integration of differentiation of first function, that is dy dx of first function multiplied by integration of second function, and all this is to be simplified, means differentiation of first, integration of second, these two terms to be simplified to integrate with respect to x. This rule is very crucial for most number of times. Highlight rule. Now, see here, before we start actual problem, suppose you are finding integration of cos x into x square. Don't forget that you are in integration, but not in differentiation. So you have to choose first function very correctly. By seeing this arrangement, however, this is coming first, this is coming second. So let us take first function cos x, second function x square. No, you will never end the problem because of rule I laid. What is x square? Algebraic function. What is cos x? Trigonometric function. Algebraic comes first, then trigonometric. So now this problem should be rewritten as x square into cos x rather than cos x into x square, so that x square will be first function, cos x will be second function. Suppose you want to find integration of sine inverse x into x cube dx. Here, because of I comes first, means inverse function comes first, take compulsorily sine inverse x first function, x cube as second function, use integration by parts and get the result of integration. Okay, hope you got the point. So let's have problems based on integration by parts. First problem. Find, or it may be given as evaluate. Find integration of x into cos x dx. Take I, write solution. First step, let I equal to integration of x into cos x dx. We have integration of product of two functions. So this integration by parts formula to be implemented. First function x, second function cos x, because of rule I laid. At one word, using or applying integration by parts. Using integration by parts formula. Write according to by parts formula scheme. So now I becomes as. What integration by parts formula says? First function as it is, x as it is, into integration of second function, that is integration of cos x dx, minus integration of. Then what we have? Differentiation of first function, that is differentiation of x into integration of cos x dx. I equals to x. We have written according to integration by parts formula, but not the end of problem. After completion of all these steps, that will be the end of problem. X into. What is here? We are having integration of cos x is sin x. Minus integration of differentiation of x is 1 into integration of cos x is sin x dx. Finally, I equals to x into sin x minus 1 into sin x is sin x. That is integration of sin x dx. And further, integration of sin x answer is minus cos x, minus numerator will become plus cos x. Finally, I equal to x sin x plus cos x plus constant. By chance, if you have taken cos x first function, x second function, what happens is that first function cos x as it is, integration of x become x square by 2. That means originally we had x power 1, but after integration it become x square, means power will go on increases, and thereby you get once again integration of sin x into x square, once again by parts there. And what is integration of x square? X cube by 3. Like this, the power of x go on increases, means you will not get end of this problem at all. That's why you must take compulsorily first function by the rule I laid. And in this problem, compulsory first function x, second function will be cos x. Next problem. Hope we got this problem solving mechanism. Find or evaluate. Find integration of x into sin 5x dx. Take I. Let I equal to integration of x into sin 5x dx. And because of product of need to apply integration by parts. Take first function x, second function sin 5x. Let's apply integration by parts using integration by parts formula, or you just try using by parts formula. What does it say? First function x as it is into integration of sin 5x minus integration of differentiation of first function, that is differentiation of x, into integration of sin 5x. Hence, I equals to x into. By earlier classes, how much integration of sin x? Minus cos x, whereas integration of sin 5x will be minus cos 5x divided by 5. Minus integration of differentiation of x is 1 into integration of sin 5x is minus cos 5x divided by 5. Don't stop. It's not end of problem because there is still symbol of integration. This symbol of integration will be clear after performing steps of integration. I equals to minus x into cos 5x by 5. Here minus into minus plus 1 by 5 can be kept out of the integration. 1 by 5 into integration of cos 5x. 5 I equals to minus x cos 5x by 5. Here 1 by 5 remains same, and think of what is integration of cos 5x, sin 5x divided by 5 divided by 5 divided by 5 will become divided by 25. Means that is equal to sin 5x divided by 25 plus constant. I hope you are understanding the method of this kind of problems. Since all steps I am putting in front of you without hiding anything. Right, next problem. Find, or it may be evaluate. Find integration of secant square 3x into x dx. Take I. Not only take I, rewrite. First write x because that is algebraic. Then write trigonometrical function secant squares. Writing given problem as x into secant square 3x dx. Let us apply integration by parts with first function as x, second function as secant square 3x. Write word apply integration by parts. Apply integration by parts. And what's the meaning of by parts? By parts means integration of product of two functions. What it says, first function x as it is into integration of second, that is integration of secant square 3x. minus integration of differentiation of first into integration of second, that is integration of secant square 3x. I equals to x into. By standard list of formulas, what is integration of secant square x? Tan x. Here, integration of secant square 3x is tan 3x divided by 3. Tan 3x by 3. Minus differentiation of x is 1 into integration of secant square 3x is tan 3x by 3. Or I equal to x into tan 3x by 3 remains same. 1 by 3 can be kept out of the integration. 1 by 3 into integration tan 3x. Refer list of formulas. We know from very much earlier days, beginning days, what is integration of tan x formula? Integration of tan x formula is a log of secant x. Now similarly, integration of tan 3x is log of secant 3x divided by 3 because there is coefficient of x is 3. That's important step. So that is equal to x tan 3x by 3. 1 by 3 remains same, whereas integration of tan 3x is log of sec 3x by 3. By 3 by 3 become by 9. Means 1 by 9 log of secant 3x plus constant. Next problem. Find or evaluate. Find the integration of x into 7 to the power of x dx. 7 power x. 7 power x is an exponential function. X is an algebraic function. Compulsorily x first function. 7 power x will be second function. Take I. Let first function x. Second function is 7 power x. And let's use integration by parts. That what you write using integration by parts formula. First function x as it is into integration of 7 power x minus integration of differentiation of first means differentiation of x into integration of second means integration of 7 power x dx. That sentence you write that using integration by parts something you put x into. By list of formulas of earlier classes we have this formula. Integration of a power x formula is given by a power x divided by log a. And standardly a is not equal to 1. 7 not equal to 1. So x into integration of 7 power x is 7 power x divided by log 7 minus integration differentiation of x 1 into integration of 7 power x is 7 power x divided by log 7. That is I equal to x into 7 power x by log 7, no changes. Here 1 by log 7 to be kept outside the integration, minus 1 by log 7 into integration of 7 power x. That is x into 7 power x by log 7 minus 1 by log 7. What is integration of 7 power x? 7 power x by log 7 plus c. Lastly, one more step can be taken. Since log 7 into log 7 written as log 7 whole square, x into 7 power x by log 7 minus 7 power x by log 7 whole square is the final simplified answer. Next problem, under integration by parts. Find or evaluate. Evaluate integration of x square into e raised to 3x. Start with I. Let I equal to integration of x square into e raised to 3x dx. What we have, product of two functions, we need to apply above derived integration by parts formula, which is first function x square, second function will be e raised to x. So let's apply integration by parts formula, which is in front of you exactly. What it says, first function as it is into integration of e power 3x minus integration of, followed by differentiation of first, that is differentiation of x square into integration of e power 3x. I equal to x square into integration of e power 3x is e power 3x divided by 3 minus integration of differentiation of x square 2x. Integration of e power 3x is e power 3x by 3. So, I equal to x square e power 3x by 3. Here 2 by 3 kept outside the integration, minus 2 by 3 into integration of x into e power 3x. Observe here, again we have product of two functions. We apply once again integration by parts. We are applying in same problem, second time integration by parts. You need to apply because consequence is like that. We again apply integration by parts. First function x, second function power 3x, again apply integration by parts. That is I equal to x square e power 3x by 3 minus 2 by 3. Bracket is important. Once again by parts. First function x as it is into integration of e power 3x minus integration of followed by what? Differentiation of first function, that is differentiation of x into integration of e power 3x. Further, I equal to x square e power 3x by 3 minus 2 by 3 into bracket x into, here integration of e power 3x means e power 3x by 3, total x e power 3x by 3 minus integration of differentiation of x is 1 left out into integration of e power 3x is e power 3x by 3 that is equal to x square e power 3x by 3 minus 2 by 3 into x e power 3x by 3 1 by 3 outside into integration of e power 3x dx. Now find x square e power 3x by 3 and if you want you can open the bracket from minus 2 by 3, don't open, choice is yours, minus 2 by 3 into x e power 3x by 3. Next, how much integration of e power 3x? E power 3x by 3 by 3 by 3 become by 9. That is e power 3x divided by 9 plus constant. One more step, we can continue, it's not only a great step. The bracket can be multiplied. What we get? 2x e power 3x by 9. Then minus into minus plus 2 e power 3x divided by 9 into 3 is 27. Still we have many problems under this type. We shall meet in the next class. Thank you.